Education is the passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to those who prepare for it today.
Hey guys, it's Professor Presbury back again with another episode of Hey Professor, the show where you guys ask me to go over things, or I just go over things because nobody asked, but it's important information anyway. Again, I'm Javon M.H. Presbury. I am your professor if you know me in that regard. Otherwise, you probably know me in a professional sense anyway. So I'm also Javon in my professional life, my personal life. Sorry. So like I said, for this episode, we're going to be going over the difference between the AAPC and Ahima. AAPC and Ahima really dominate that health information, health administration, and health services space. So Ahima is the American Health Information Management Association, and AAPC stands for the Association of American... Sorry, let's start over with that, right? AAPC stands for American Academy of Professional Coders. You can tell I know what I'm talking about, right? You see me looking off to the side. You're like, what's up with this guy? No, I do know. I'm also a member of AAPC. It just wasn't sure what the acronyms were. Don't child play me. No, I'm sorry. I'm just having a good time. Don't worry about it. So AAPC, like I said, they deal with more coding, and obviously that touches into health administration, health information anyway. But AAPC's real focus is on coding. They have a number of certifications, a number of certificates that you can get, CPC being the most well-known, Certified Professional Coder. I'm currently taking a course with them for my own enrichment, for my own advancement with regards to billing. So I'm going to get my certification in billing. That's just something I'm doing for myself, for my career, for my future, etc. I've kind of mastered the HIM space, but that's just another topic. So we'll do that topic some other time. So versus Ahima, again, American Health Information Association. Both of them, like I said, are very focused on HIM, very focused on health administration. AAPC is more coding. So as far as representation goes, right? Because I've had students say, Professor, I look for jobs here, and they say Ahima. I've looked for jobs over there, and they say AAPC. Now, with my expertise, and I'm mostly East Coast, I'm definitely an East Coast guy. Worked Philadelphia, South Jersey, and New York City. So in those areas, I find that Ahima is more the dominant presence. I think AAPC is more Middle America, and then Ahima also has a very strong presence on the coast as well. So what you'll find is that it really depends on where you're looking for a job as to what organization that they're going to ask you to be a part of. Again, like I said, what I find is the East Coast is very big on Ahima, West Coast very big on Ahima, Midwest or Middle America very big on AAPC. That's not to discredit one or the other. That's not to say one is more important than the other. Generally, in the spaces I've worked, it's more Ahima focused. So that's kind of the area that I live in as far as where I've worked. Ahima offers a lot of different benefits, and I suggest everyone join Ahima if you're interested in being a part of the health services job space. If you're looking for health information type of jobs, management, coders, director, privacy officer, et cetera, those are the kind of things that you'll really get benefits from if you join Ahima. So Ahima really has several different chapters. Obviously, the larger one for the entire United States, but majority of states have their own Ahima chapter. So you'll see like NJ Ahima, which is for obviously New Jersey. That's the New Jersey chapter. With Ahima, it really allows you to branch out, meet colleagues with whom you have something in common, network, which is very important. They have those Ahima conferences. That's very important. There's a lot of education through Ahima for coders and people that want to take extra courses and learn how to do those things. So they have plenty of certifications and information on the jobs that you may want to do in that health information field. So if you look through Ahima, you'll find at any given time that they have a lot of information on, let's say, privacy. They have a lot of information on healthcare data. The certifications that I've seen, so they have the CCA, which is the Certified Coding Associate or Assistant, I believe. Then they have the CCS, which I have, which is just a step up from the CCA. So CCA is more intro level, like I'm an introductory level coder. The CCS, like again, the Certified Coding Specialist, is more of a specialized code. Like this person saying, I can code in most major types of charts, and I'm an expert in that. You have the CDIP, which I recently got, which is the Clinical Documentation Improvement Practitioner. This says that this individual is very knowledgeable in the space of documentation, queries, documentation improvement, etc. Then you have the RHIT, which is the Registered Health Information Technician, and you have the RHIA, which is the same as that, but it's more for administration, more for management, I would say. You have some other ones on the side as well, which are focused on privacy as well as data. I'm not saying that they're not important. They are important. And what I find is that any of these certifications can really help round you out. So it's good to kind of, ally yourself with Ahima. It's good to become a member. They have fairs you can go to. They have job postings in there, a lot of information. So they really do a lot to support the health information and health services administration industry. Ahima is a big player in that space. A lot of the books that you'll find for your courses, that so focus on health service administration, health information management, you can purchase them through Ahima. You can purchase additional training through Ahima. You can purchase your certifications, to sit for those exams through Ahima. So it's definitely a worthwhile organization to be a part of. AAPC is much the same. Like I said, they have a lot of different certifications within that same space. I would not say one is more important than the other. I think that Ahima is definitely more broad. Ahima has a lot, different branches that are not just for health information management. Whereas, like I said, AAPC is more coding, but they do have some billing stuff. So I would say that they're equal. Honestly, I would say they're equal. They're both worthy of respect. They're both worthy of being a member of. They're both worthy of chasing those certifications if that's what you're interested in advancing yourself in that way. I would also go so far as to say that Ahima is really great because it allows you to purchase and sit for those exams, which honestly, if you're going to sit for a certification, that's going to really be a good thing to kind of round you out. Not having those certifications, a lot of places won't even consider you. Like I said, I was, in a position where I'm an RHIA, thankfully. But at one point in time, the organization did not require it. They suddenly changed their mind once, there was an inspection done. The government came through and said, hey, you know what? For this position, for this HIM director position, a person has to have an RHIA. Luckily, I had it, because if I didn't have it, I'd have been laid off. But that's what I'm saying, is that you really gotta look at the certifications and to see if they make sense for what you want to do with your career. So again, I am Professor Presbury. I hope that I answered any questions with regarding to AAPC and Ahima. Like I said, they're both very worthwhile. I would join one, I would join the other, I would join both if I were you. If you're really looking for that, you can get a lot of support on those websites. So a lot of information, a lot of support, a lot of mapping your career and knowing what you need to do for the future. And again, like I said, they both offer those certifications which really round you out. So again, that's been another episode of Hey Professor. I'm Javon M.H. Presbury. I'm your professor if you know me that way, but I'm still Javon if you don't. Have a good night, all right guys? Bye-bye.
Intelligence is not enough. Intelligence plus character. That is the true goal of education.